What's up, Collab Crew? I'm Andrea.
And I'm Ashley.
And we are empowering estheticians one conversation at a time.
Welcome back to the Esty Collaborative Podcast.
Hey, guys.
You got your two girls today.
Yeah, no guests today. It's just me and my day one. We're here just to chit chat, talk to you guys, and just get into all of the things we've been up to, things that's been going on, things that are coming. And we're excited to share it all with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you brought up something really important we talked about a couple days ago. And I was in shock, the same as you were. So let's get into it. Let's talk to our audience about this, because I think it's a really important topic.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to when you're just starting out, finding that confidence to kind of guide your clients in the right direction, set them up for success.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about the story that you gave.
Oh my gosh.
And how that went.
All right. So what had happened was I had a new client come in to me, and she was referred by another client of mine. And as I'm looking at her skin, I noticed that her barrier was just completely compromised, super tight and dry in some areas, dry and oily in some areas at the same time. And I got into asking her, like, what are you using on your skin? Because it obviously has to be your at-home products, because what's happening. And she told me she uses Dial soap. And I was just like, what?
Inside, I'm
like, girl, what? However, she is not the only one that comes in and tells me that. There's a lot of people who just don't know, you know?
Yeah.
But what shocked me the most as I'm doing the consultation and I'm going over, like, what are the other treatments you received? Is this your first facial, etc.? And she went on to tell me, like, no, I received the VI pill twice and also microneedling about a month ago. And I was like, did you let your prior estheticians, because it was different estheticians, know?
Yeah, and you mentioned that she was hopping estheticians,
chair
right?
Hopping, yeah.
Okay.
And chair hopping, and we're going to get into that too. But yeah, I was like, did you let them know what your at-home regimen was? And they were like, she was like, yeah. I said, so the people that gave you the VI pill and the microneedling know that you were only using Dow soap and SPF? She was like, yeah. And I cringed inside the whole time. I'm like, there's no way. There is no way in 2025 we are still handling our clients this way.
Yeah.
This is exactly how clients end up getting burned from chemical pills, not making sure their skin is properly prepped, or just educating them to make sure that they're using the right stuff for their skin.
Yeah.
At least recommend a decent cleanser, don't just try to take the client's money. It's not, it's about money, but it's not if it's going to, compromise your client.
Right.
So I was very, very, very upset. I'm not going to lie. I was very upset. And I did also tell her, no more chair hopping. Yeah. If you're going to come to me, you're going to be my client. I'm going to help you get your skin to where you want it to go, but you cannot go to see another esthetician in between. Now, if you want to, you can. But what I'm going to do is make sure your skin is healthy through that process of getting your skin to where it needs to be. And we're doing treatments that you actually need when your skin is ready for it.
Yeah.
Her skin was not ready for the VI pill. Her skin was not ready for microneedling. Yeah. So it kind of just made me think, like, what is wrong with these estheticians out here nowadays? Everyone wants to kind of be on that, I do corrective skin, I can clear your skin, you got to do my top treatment, paying $400 for microneedling, and it did nothing.
Wow.
It did nothing because she went right back to using the Dial soap. She also said the person didn't give her aftercare instructions, and I was just, it's the worst. So yeah, Ashley, that had me stressed out for a couple of days. However, she did leave here buying a full regimen from me. I'm talking cleanser, toner, serum, moisturizer, and SPF. So we're going to make sure that her skin is ready for when she comes back next time. We can start with, stronger enzymes and work our way up. But That's the world we're in right now.
It's scary. It is. And like you said, in this day and age, right, 2025, there's no excuse for any esthetician. I don't even care if you're working in a med spa. And it's not to give med spas a bad name, right? Because there are some amazing providers and amazing treatments you can get at med spas. But I do find a lot of the time it's a quick in and out. That corrective service, microneedling, intense chemical peels, laser treatments, and then they're getting sent home with no proper post-care, no instructions on how to care for their skin. You know how many videos I come across on TikTok also of clients coming on TikTok after they've had a treatment done and asking TikTok, is this normal? Should my face look like this? Is this what I should have expected? This person gave me no aftercare directions.
Crazy.
And to go online and ask the internet, first thing I want to message that person, reach back out to your esthetician. Who's the provider that did this for you? Like, but is there that much of a disconnect also with that provider that you saw that you're comfortable to let them needle and peel your face, but you're not comfortable enough to reach out to them and say, hey, if they're not checking in with you checking in with them, like, is this normal? Is this what I should be experiencing and feeling and seeing and, all these things? People go right to the internet to ask the internet.
Which is insane.
If this is normal, right? And instead of going back to the professional. Or for me, and I know you're the same way, we are constantly checking back in with our clients.
Yeah, especially after an advanced treatment.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the first time I'm not going to like hound you every time you come in and have a treatment, right? But typically it's like just to check in the next day. Okay, how's your skin doing? And I always reiterate, like, if you need anything, please reach out to me. And we'll guide you through it. We'll get you through it. Or if I need you to come back in for another LED session, like if there is something that happened that we weren't expecting, reach out to me so I can try to help you fix it. Don't go see somebody else.
Don't go to TikTok.
Don't go to TikTok. Thank you.
They don't have the answers, they don't have the answers that your esthetician would give you. And the other scary part about asking the internet, TikTok, or however, like, for their advice is there has been, oh my gosh, even now, there's estheticians that go at war with other estheticians. One person thinks one thing, another person thinks another thing. And not to say that anybody's wrong, right? Because I feel like through experience, you learn how to handle situations differently. So everyone's going to have advice from their perspective on that treatment, but that may not be your experience with your clients on that treatment. So be very careful with going out there asking, go back to your esthetician.
Because you're right. You'll get a million different answers from a million different providers that all kind of think a little bit differently as far as the approach or where we should go from here. And if none of these people have seen your skin in person, been able to feel your skin, then they're not the right people to advise you of what to do next. If anything, it could make it worse, So I agree. And the thing with estheticians too is, especially with just doing treatments and taking money, if you're going to see a dermatologist or a nurse practitioner or somebody that, if something goes wrong, for one, like, they have access to more things to help you fix it, right? Like, and that's why I feel as estheticians, we do kind of have to have this approach with caution, be a little more conservative than what a nurse or, a doctor, dermatologist would be doing, because they have access to more things to help treat your skin. If you need a prescription, they can give you that. If you go to an esthetician that's doing a one-off treatment and not giving you the proper post-care and something happens, all the times they can't correct that, right? It's almost like once too much damage is done, now it's out of our hands because it's out of our scope of practice as an esthetician. And, that just, it makes the industry as a whole look bad.
It really does.
Or just people not take us as seriously as what we know, right? The ones that have invested in our education, the ones that do put our clients first and their results and their experiences first. Come on, Esties, can we just come together collectively and, make safe spaces, safe treatments for all of our clients and educate them? And that was the one thing you said, this girl had mentioned to you, she learned more from you within her, in less than an hour that she spent with you, then she's learned from all the estheticians collectively that she saw before you.
Yeah.
And that speaks volume, to you as the practitioner, just on spending that time educating her.
Absolutely. I don't know. I feel like it's a flex a little bit. Like it's a flex to be able to see your client's skin and then just off of looking at it, you already know like you're already making a plan in your mind. Mm-hmm. But when you get closer, now you're feeling, now you're looking, you're able to really just pinpoint things and talk through things. And when they're like, yeah, I do that. Or yeah, you're right. Oh, I do need to do that. It makes them have so much more confidence in you as an esthetician to trust your expertise, to trust whatever it is that you tell them they need next. Mm-hmm. So before she left, we booked her next month's appointment. Yeah. And I told her exactly like what we're going to do as far as the next 3 months, as far as the treatment plan goes. Mm-hmm. And she was all for it because I made her so confident that I knew what I was talking about. Educating your client is so important. Yeah. And then recommending products to them, I am not one that's totally against recommending things that are outside of your treatment room. However, if you're going to be recommending something to your client that's like an Ulta, Sephora, Korean skincare, whatever it is, make sure you tell them why you're recommending that. What is the ingredient in that product that's going to benefit their skin, and why are you telling them to get that product specifically? Yeah. It's just so important to just make sure you know your stuff. Like, don't BS your client, because when they don't get the results that they want, and they feel like, you know what, it's not working out, I'm moving on to another esthetician, and then that esthetician does, that's going to give you kind of a bad name when they tell people, I used to go to such and such for 6 months and nothing changed at all. I went to Ashley 1 or 2 times and I'm already noticing a difference in my skin, because it's important to make sure that you are educating your client, not just looking at them as a walking dollar bill. Like, come on in here, let me take your money. No, yeah, you can come in and I'm going to take your money, but I'm going to make sure that you feel like every penny you spend with me is worth every penny you spend with me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
yeah. And you were asking the right questions too, which I think, and you had even mentioned, because she was on your table, you're doing the skin analysis. Didn't she ask you, oh, can we do a chemical peel today?
She did.
And you said, no, girl.
Yep.
Hell no, girl. Not today. You're not ready for it.
Not going to happen.
And that is a sign of confidence as an esthetician, turning something down, not doing it because she doesn't know what's best for her, obviously. Right. She's going to learn from you, but being able to be confident enough to tell your client, no, you're not ready for this, I think is something that we should all get comfortable with doing, getting comfortable with saying no, because, it's not about disappointing your client. It's really about like what you're doing, setting them up for success. Yeah. Okay. We need to take these steps, to get you ready for that so you can see the best possible results, So I agree. It is a huge flex. I mean, I have clients, so I'm registered on ClassPass, right? Which is amazing. I really do like their platform. Like, I get a lot of great clients, high value clients, right? But they are clients that like to treat themselves. So they use their credits, and a lot of them, when was your last facial? A month ago. Okay. What did they do at your facial? What was your favorite part? What's your least favorite part? Kind of getting to know them in that way. But it is kind of crazy to me how they're just like, oh, I found this person, let me go to them. Because I know for me as an esthetician, I have my girlies that I go to, right? I won't just go to anybody to do treatments on my face, right? But I feel the same every time I really get into talking to these clients, especially during the appointment, while I'm walking them through the steps of what I'm doing. And they always leave saying, wow, I learned so much. Or I've never had somebody educate me as much as you have today. Asking the right questions. Even something as simple as, how long are you cleansing your face? Right. Are you using sunscreen every single day? How often do you exfoliate? And these can really help open the conversation, especially for selling retail. If you need to fill in a gap anywhere in their routine, it helps with that too, So I agree, girl. I'm glad that we take that approach and we're super big on educating our clients.
Absolutely. I think as well, like with estheticians, I know that a lot of estheticians get out of Esty school saying that they feel like they're needing more, like I didn't get enough, or I didn't learn enough, or whatever the case is. And a lot of them go on this like I don't know, race to find someone to train them on things. And then they look for the cheapest sometimes, and they go get trained from people that don't give them everything they need.
Yeah.
Make sure that they're covering like pre-care, post-care, like going over contraindications, just all of the things. And I feel like that's a part of the reason why people who do microneedling or chemical pills on people are not making sure that it's in the client's best interest. So if you are going to get trained from someone outside of school, make sure they give you everything. And doesn't mean that just because it's cheaper, it's going to be better. And it doesn't mean that just because it's super expensive, it's going to be better. I think it's important to do your due diligence on whoever's going to be training you to make sure that they're someone that has shown, consistency in their results, consistency in their education, consistency in their just like who they are as an esthetician, those outside of school trainings can be very scary sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. And sometimes it takes a few trainings until you feel like you finally found the right one, the one that spoke to you, the one that you took the most away from. You know, I know in our classes together through the Esty Collaborative and separately, it's something that we take very seriously, For sure. And you want to be trained by somebody that has kind of seen it all, right? Like you don't want to go to somebody that they may have done 1,000 treatments, but if something hasn't gone wrong, but it does for you, and you go back to that person that trained you, hey, this is what's happening to my client. How do you suggest I approach this? What is your advice as the expert, right? Then they should be able to help you come up with a treatment plan and an approach to correct what maybe went awry,
Correct.
So that is the thing. When you're training with somebody, make sure that they know the ins and outs, like you said, and are so well versed. Like that is their expertise. Like they're training in that because that is what they excel in the most, because it's not just about the great results. It's like, you might have, I just saw a video last night, a girl talking about, microneedling certain things into the skin and the possibility of granulomas with that happening. The chance of granulomas happening is like 1 in 1,000.
Right.
So you might have 999 treatments that go amazingly, but you have that one and now you're stuck. And if you can't correct that one bad treatment could give you a bad name around town too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
and just to piggyback off of that, your clients are your walking billboards. Your clients are going to, tell people what an amazing service they had, or they're going to tell people what a sucky service they had. So you got to be very, very mindful of how you approach things with your clients, because they can sometimes make or break your business. And, one bad 5-star review on Google can really just hurt your reputation, and it could have just been a one-off, So it's very important how you educate your client, how you take care of your client afterwards. What advice are you giving them? How do you, fix the issue? Which leads me to, there was before you guys came here, I used to have employees that were underneath me. I had 4 estheticians, and it was a stressful time for me. So anyhow, one of the estheticians gave a full body wax to she was my client, but I wasn't available. So she went to this other girl, and her mom is a regular client of mine. The girl did a wax on her, and it was so spotty. I cringed. And she went and wrote a review. It wasn't on Google, but it was on Vagaro about that specific employee, which then changes our 5-star, like we're on a street. You know what I mean? And first thing I did was reach out to the client. And I was like, I am so sorry that this happened to you. Like, I know this is not what you normally get as far as service. Not trying to defend my girl, but she is kind of new. But girl, I will fix it for you. Come in and I will take care of it for you. And when she came in, I was mortified. She was spotty. And I'm like, did she not see that? Because she was very fair skinned and her hair was super, super dark. So it was like, you trying to tell me you didn't see, she was really spotty. So I fixed it. She wouldn't remove the review. And then she gave me a 5-star review. And she was just like, she apologized to me for even writing it. I think she was just upset that day that the service, 1, took too long, and 2, the girl didn't deliver what she normally gets whenever she comes to me to get waxed. And it was one of those things that made me realize it's all about how you approach a situation.
Yeah.
If you take care of your client, they will take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
There's no shortcuts. There's no, cheating them, because come on, they're not stupid. They know when they're getting good service versus when they're getting bad service, and when they're getting cheated and when they're not getting cheated. But there are estheticians out there that are so convincing to some clients, like my poor client, that they don't need to be on all that stuff. But you need a VI pill today, and you need a microneedling treatment today. There are estheticians that will convince you of that. So even for consumers, ask questions,
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you been trained in this? What is the extensivity of the training that you've done in this?
Yeah.
I, especially when it comes to things like microneedling, I have a long history with microneedling. So that's something every single one of my clients knows about that, or with chemical peels, like you said, if you're bragging about doing corrective services, then you should just as well brag to your clients about how much knowledge you have in that area, But even, you save that client with your business because, a lot of people could have gotten defensive. Oh, well, my girl's new, or how dare you go on and write that review instead of coming to me first.
Right.
But the way you reached out, like you saved her from possibly, and she was probably just having a bad day. Like you said, that was like the cherry on top. Sometimes we don't know why clients do these things.
Yeah.
We wish that they would reach out to us first, but that's not how everybody is, So, and they're more likely to go say that something bad happened than something amazing is happening, So if you need any tips and tricks on customer service, you need rebuttals, you need to understand the right questions to ask during consultations, please reach out to us.
Yeah.
And we also have our micro series going on in our Facebook group right now.
We do.
Yeah. So this is something that me and Andrea and Twee are hosting within our private Facebook group, the Esty Collaborative. And every single Monday, one of us is going live to talk about a different topic.
Yeah.
So Twee is talking more about financial mindset and financial freedoms.
Yeah.
And then you spoke on, I'm sorry, remind me of your topic.
The first topic I spoke on was, why am I going blank?
Client retention.
Retention.
Yes.
I just had it. Client retention. Yes.
Booking clients, client rebooking clients, and client retention, which was an amazing video. You gave so many great gems on that too.
Thank you.
Because you've done it. So you can speak from experience,
No, for sure. And then you spoke on the niche.
Finding your niche. And niche versus expertise, which was interesting because I didn't realize there is a bit of a difference. They do go hand in hand, but there is a difference there when you're talking about that. So, and then tonight you're going to go live talking about
profits and not being burnt out, and making sure that you're raising your prices when you need to, making sure that you're at the right price and not trying to be at the lowest just because the person next door is, charging your worth.
Charging your worth, yes. Which is something everybody needs to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with the new year coming up, I feel like now it's like if you're ready to raise your prices, now is the time to be thinking about doing that,
Absolutely. Yeah. Plan that for sure.
So if you're not a part of the Facebook group, definitely request to join the Esty Collaborative on Facebook, and you enter your information, we'll approve you into the group, and then you'll have access to these videos that we're doing in the micro series. Yeah. So if there are specific topics that you want to learn about, drop them into the group and we can implement those into the micro series every Monday.
Those have been so fun though. Like those have been very they're quick 30-minute segments where we cover things to just give you a little bit more encouragement in your journey as an esthetician. And I feel like we've been getting really good feedback from people as far as the information, the value of the information.
Yes.
And I thought it was really nice that you gave them that little handout. So I had worked on something to give them a handout tonight too, a little 5-step on how to make sure you're profiting your business the right way. So it's been a very fun series. Twee is absolutely amazing, just extremely smart when it comes to money and where to put it, how to handle it, your mindset about it. And it's just been a really good series to just, like I said, keep our Esty crew motivated.
Yeah, I agree.
So we also just had our summer Esty mixer.
Yes, girl. Yesterday.
That was so fun. Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm exhausted today.
I'm so tired. I was like, oh my God, we got to shoot the podcast. Okay, we got to get it done. But it was such a fun event. I can't wait for like the footage to come back out.
Yes.
Like, shout out to Josh. Josh is so amazing. Like, when he gets there and starts working, he works. There's you're not going to find him in the corner eating, drinking, like sitting down. He's up the whole time just trying to capture those moments.
Yeah.
And it was and shout out to everybody who came.
Yes. Thank you guys. Like, you guys always come through. Like, and it's so funny because we do put so much time, effort, energy into planning these events for our estheticians, reaching out to our favorite sponsors that have been amazing and generously offering freebies for our swag bags or education, all the resources. And so to see it all come together, and it's so funny because every time we do an event, I always get a little bit nervous. Like, even yesterday driving to the venue, I have like the butterflies, the good butterflies, but just like, okay, here we go.
Today gonna go?
How's the day gonna go? I hope we don't have any like things we're unprepared for, happening. But
it was perfect.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was perfect. Like, we always get really good feedback, and we always give away the most amazing gifts. Like, the girlies was just excited to just like, oh, I hope my name gets drawn, or my number gets picked. It was just so fun, and it wasn't too hot.
Yes, no, the weather
nice
was
breezy.
so good.
Yeah, it was beautiful. So thank you again, guys. That was such a fun event.
Yes.
Yeah, and our next event is coming up at the IECSE show in West Palm Beach on the 28th and 29th. We're doing an after party at Elizabetta's from 6 to 8 p.m. So be sure to register for that on Eventbrite. And we're excited to just connect and, build and network and, just find more Esties to join our crew, our tribe. And we're excited. We're excited. And I'll also be doing content creation for IECSE on both days. So I'll be there. So if you see me, come say hi, take a picture with me. I don't know, hug me.
Yes.
I'll take it all.
Yes, please do. If you see us out on the show floor, even yesterday at the at our summer mixer, I was telling the girls, like, send us a DM on Instagram. We can, some of these girls are so nervous going to the show, especially by themselves. And I think they feel a little awkward walking around. They don't really know how to network with brands or other estheticians.
Right.
So if you need any tips, tricks, pointers, Esty besties to walk the floor with you, like, come hang out with us. Come see us. Don't be afraid to say hi and ask our opinions. If you need advice on what brands to go see, what classes to take, we're happy to share all of that with you. So, and that's what I love about doing meetups after the show, because we're kind of on this high from everything that we learned throughout the day and all the goodies that we saw on the show floor. Maybe we were models and got to have, treatments done in class or on the show floor. So I always love to share everything I learned and all the new things I saw with the other Esties.
And then taking advantage of the show discounts, you get good pricing, especially on the last day. Shop on the last day.
Yeah, I agree. I second that. Take Sunday, map your day so that it feels like not so overwhelming when you're going. I've already made a list of the couple classes that I want to take on Saturday, what time they start, what classroom they're in, so I'm not running around like crazy. And then made a list of the brands ones that I carry that I need to restock product on, and a couple new ones that I've been eyeing. And definitely want to stop by and try out some new products of theirs, see what their protocols are.
For sure.
Yeah, take advantage of it all.
Do it. And if you did not get your ticket yet, you still have time to purchase your ticket. And you can use code Andrea20 to get monies off of your ticket to IECSE.
Nice.
Hope we see you guys there and at our after party at Elizabetta's.
Yes.
It'll be a good time.
It will.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much it. We do have something in the works with Twee that we want to do before the end of the year. More details to come on that.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have our end of the year party. But guys, after that, like, events, we really killed it with events this year.
We really did.
Honestly, the last 2 years, because we did a lot of events last year.
Last year was insane. We did once a month. I don't know who we thought we were. You know what? We were exactly who we thought we were, but we were tired because we had an event literally month after month after month. And I was like, I'm a little tired. We're going to have to spread them out a little bit in 2025, which we did.
Yes.
And it was good.
Yeah.
It was
I feel like we added more value. Like the first year was kind of getting everybody together, getting to know each other, you know, and doing fun things like our vision boards and things like that. But yeah, this year I felt like, especially with CollabCon, we really focused on giving a lot of value with our events, you know, whether it was swag from our sponsors. So, you know, that you're going to take home, you know, I mean, for our Esty Summer Mixer, those swag bags were valued over $200.
Yeah, they were.
And tickets were only $50.
Yeah, they were.
So when you think about it, it's like, okay, yeah, you're paying for a ticket, but you're getting it back in product, which I always appreciate when I go to events.
Heck yeah. So, I love a good, first of all, I hate goodie bags that has nothing but business cards in it. Don't give me a goodie bag with nothing but business cards, because that really, like, I'll look at I'm not going to just say I throw them away, I don't. But after I look at it, if it's something that I'm like, I do toss it. I do love the fact that we really put in thought about what we're going to put in these goodie bags and what they're going to walk away with. And shout out to our amazing sponsors.
Yeah.
Damn,
we had
like,
Herbal Skin Solutions, hooked them up with back bar size healing creams.
Yeah, and it was a big jar.
Oh yeah. I mean, this thing's huge. It's valued. That alone is valued over $100.
Yeah.
So everybody got that, plus their little sample packs that everyone loves.
Yes.
We had Dermastart that donated full size Clear Choice SPFs to every single one of our swag bags.
Yes.
We had Dermatude was there, set up their little spots.
Yes.
They also had some great SPFs and fun products to play with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Leonie was there doing her permanent jewelry, and it was so cute.
Cute little bracelet.
Yeah, we got our little bracelets.
Thanks, girl.
No, it was just absolutely. And shout out to Brandy. Brandy showed up, and she even contributed to our giveaway, and it was unexpected. And I was like, okay, well, this is great. So, you know, we did our thing.
Yeah. Gata donated a full Ask My Skin Buddy.
Thank you, Gata. We love you, Gata. It was so cool to give that away, and then give it away to somebody who actually needed it.
I know.
You know? So,
Ella won that raffle. She just graduated from Cortiva, like within the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And so it's always exciting to see new estheticians take home these amazing gifts, whether it's for their spa treatments or modalities that they can incorporate into their protocols. So I always feel like whoever wins the giveaway, like it's meant for them, right?
I'm the same way. What's for you is for you. So if you won any of our giveaways, congratulations to you. And if you need help with anything as far as what you were given, how to use it, when to use it in your treatments, reach out to myself or Ashley. We'd be happy to help you. And guys, I can't wait for all of the amazing things we have in store.
Yes. Yeah. So if you'll be at IECSC this weekend, come by and see us, come to the after party and hang out. We have more swag bags for that after party. Yeah. So if you missed out on the summer mixer, this is a great chance to catch up on all that stuff. And
for sure.
Yeah.
But guys, that is it. That wraps up another episode of the Esty Collaborative Podcast.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.